Andre Sturridge is an English footballer who plays for Liverpool and the England national team as a striker. Born in Birmingham, Sturridge spent 4 years in the Aston Villa academy before moving to Coventry City. He then signed for Manchester City in 2003. He continued his development at City and played in 2 FA Youth Cup finals. He made his first team debut in the 2007 Euro 08 season, becoming the only player ever to score in the FA Youth Cup, FA Cup and Premier League in the same season. He left City in 2009 and signed for Chelsea, where he was loaned out to Bolton Wanderers for the second half of the 2010 Euro 11 season. After a successful spell at Bolton, scoring 8 goals in 12 appearances, he returned to Chelsea for the 2011 Euro 12 season. He left Chelsea to join Liverpool in January 2013. Sturridge has represented England at all levels. He made 15 appearances and scored 4 goals for the under-21 team. He made his debut for England against Sweden on November 15, 2011 and was selected for the 2012 Olympics and the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Club career, youth career. Born in Birmingham, Sturridge began his playing career at the age of 6 at local club Cadbury Athletic, before being spotted at the age of 7 by the youth academy of Aston Villa. He left Villa 4 years later to move to Coventry City, from where he joined Manchester City's academy in 2003, aged 13. A Football League committee later ordered Manchester City to pay Coventry a £30,000 compensation, with further payments up to a maximum of £200,000 based upon appearances and international honours. The following year, he was the leading scorer and voted Player of the Season as City won the Night Cup, the world's largest under-15 tournament. At 16, he played for Manchester City Youth during their 2006 FA Youth Cup run. The youngest player in the side, he scored 4 goals en route to the final, and another 2 in the final, though they were insufficient to prevent a 3 Euro 2 aggregate defeat to Liverpool. That summer, he signed his first professional contract, which came into effect when he turned 17. Manchester City. From the start of the 2006 Euro 07 season, Sturridge began to train with the City first team. A hat-trick in a reserve match was rewarded by a place on the substitutes bench for the senior side's match with Reading in February 2007. He duly made his debut from the bench, replacing Georgios Samaras for the final quarter hour. He made a second substitute appearance a month later, but then suffered a hip injury which sidelined him for the remainder of 2007. He scored his first goal for City on January 27, 2008 in an FA Cup match against Sheffield United, followed 3 days later by his first league goal on his full debut, against Derby County. However, first-team opportunities were sporadic, so Sturridge continued to play for the youth team in the FA Youth Cup. City again reached the final, with Sturridge the leading scorer in the competition. This time City won the final, with Sturridge scoring in the first leg. In the 2007 Euro 08 season, Sturridge became the only player ever to score in the Youth FA Cup, the FA Cup and the Premier League in the same season. As of May 1, 2009, after 16 appearances in the 2008 Euro 09 Premier League season, Sturridge had scored 4 goals and provided 3 assists. At the end of the 2008 Euro 09 season, the Manchester City fans voted Sturridge as the Manchester City Young Player of the Season, in which he dedicated the award to his family and his uncle Dean. Chelsea. With Sturridge's contract at Manchester City expired, he signed for Chelsea on a 4-year contract on July 3, 2009. As Sturridge was under the age of 24, and the two sides were unable to agree a deal, the fee for Sturridge was decided by a tribunal. The Professional Football Compensation Committee decided on January 14, 2010 that Chelsea would pay an initial fee of £3.5 a million, with additional payments of £500,000 after each of 10, 20, 30 and 40 first-team competitive appearances. There would also be a further payment of £1 a million if Sturridge made a full international appearance, and Manchester City in addition would receive 15% of any sell-on fee if Sturridge was transferred. 2009 Euro 10 season. His first goal for Chelsea was on his debut, a friendly match against Seattle Sounders on July 18, 2009, in the 12th minute of the match he scored the first goal. Chelsea won the match 2-0. Sturridge played his second game for Chelsea against former Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan, during which he won a penalty that player Frank Lampard scored from. He made his Premier League debut for Chelsea on August 18, 2009 against Sunderland, coming on for Didier Drogba. On September 16, 2009, Sturridge scored a hat-trick in a reserve game against Ipswich Town. On October 28, 2009, he made his first start for the club in a League Cup win against Bolton Wanderers at Stamford Bridge. On December 20, Sturridge came on as a substitute at half-time against West Ham United and won Chelsea a controversial penalty which Lampard converted. He made his first start in the Premier League for Chelsea away against Birmingham City on Boxing Day. He scored his first 2 goals for Chelsea against Watford in the FA Cup third round on January 3, 2010. He continued to show his ability with a real poacher's effort in a 2-0 victory in the FA Cup against Preston North End, scoring his third goal for Chelsea in January. On February 13, 2010, he netted again against Cardiff City, as Chelsea won 4-1. Sturridge scored his first league goal for Chelsea on April 25, 2010, in a 7-0 victory over Stoke City at Stamford Bridge, by latching onto a through ball, before rounding the goalkeeper, Asmir Begovic, and slotting the ball home. During the 2010 FA Cup final he came on as a 90th-minute substitute for Chelsea, as they won 1-0 against Portsmouth. Sturridge finished the 2009 Euro-10 FA Cup campaign as the leading scorer for Chelsea with 4 goals. 2010 Euro-11 season. On September 15, 2010 Sturridge made his full UEFA Champions League debut against Slovakian side Marke Angstrom 1/2 Ilona. He scored on his debut in a 4-1 away victory. In the Premier League, in a 1-0 loss to his former club Manchester City, Sturridge came on as a substitute for striker Didier Drogba. He scored his second goal in the Champions League against Angstrom 1/2 Ilona, which Chelsea went on to win 2-1. Later on that season he scored 2 right-footed goals against Ipswich Town. Bolton Wanderers. On January 31, 2011, Sturridge agreed to join Bolton Wanderers on a loan deal until the end of the season. He made his debut 2 days later, coming on as a substitute at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers, scoring his first goal in the process, an injury-time winner. He followed this with another goal in the defeat to Tottenham Hotspur the following weekend, in which he made his first start, before scoring his third goal in 3 games in the 2-0 victory over Everton. When Sturridge scored the equaliser against Newcastle United in his 4th game, he became only the 6th player to score in his first 4 games for a club in the Premier League. Sturridge continued to make an impact at Bolton and finished his loan spell with 8 goals in 12 appearances at the club. Having never been booked in his career, Sturridge received his first ever red card in the final game of the season against former club Manchester City, 2011 Euro-12 season. The pre-season prior to the start of the 2011 Euro-12 season, Sturridge was given chances to prove himself by new manager Andre Villas-Boas and impressed, scoring a solo effort against Hong Kong club Kitche SC and then scoring a brace against Scottish team Rangers. Having received a red card in his final game for Bolton, Sturridge was suspended for the first 3 competitive matches in the 2011 Euro-12 season for Chelsea. Despite rumours linking him with a move away on deadline day, Sturridge remained in West London with strong support from Villas-Boas, who said he would have been playing if he was not suspended from last season. In his first match back from suspension, at Sunderland, Sturridge started and scored with a back heel in the 50th minute to put Chelsea up 2-0. Chelsea went on to win the match 2-1. Sturridge returned to the Reebok Stadium on October 2, 2011. He scored twice within the first 30 minutes, the first a header after 90 seconds from a corner and the second a long shot from outside the box, which the goalkeeper Adolm Bogdan made an error of saving. He also made an assist to Frank Lampard's goal in the 15th minute of the match. which ended 5-1. On October 15, 2011, he scored against Everton in a 3-1 win, giving him 4 league goals in 4 games. Sturridge came on as a substitute in the League Cup match against Everton on the 90th minute, in which he scored a 116th minute winner, which saw Chelsea win 2-1 in extra time, to put them in the last 8. Sturridge scored his 7th goal in the Premier League season, in a 3-0 victory for Chelsea against Newcastle. On December 13, 2011, during the fixture against Sturridge former club Manchester City at Stamford Bridge, Sturridge provided an assist for Raul Muriel's goal in the 34th minute. The match ended a 2-1 victory, when Frank Lampard scored a late penalty after Julian Lescott handled Sturridge's shot in the penalty area. Sturridge scored in the away 1-1 draw against Wigan Athletic. He controlled Ashley Cole's diagonal long ball with his left foot, then scored with his right from a tight angle to give Chelsea the lead in the 59th minute. On December 22, 2011, during Chelsea's away clash with Tottenham Hotspur, he scored his 9th goal in the Premier League 2011-12 season, the equaliser in a 1-1 draw at White Hart Lane. Sturridge scored his side's first goal in a 4-2 win against Aston Villa. Sturridge scored the opener in fantastic style after 45 seconds with his 11th Premier League goal of the season against local rivals QPR on April 29, which Chelsea ran out 6-1 winners to keep Champions League qualification alive. He was an unused substitute as Chelsea won the 2012 UEFA Champions League final. 2012-13 season, Sturridge missed all of Chelsea's pre-season games as he was on duty with Great Britain in the 2012 Summer Olympics. He did play against Manchester City in the 2012 FA Community Shield, assisting Ryan Bertrand's goal, by shooting and Costel Pantolimon spilling it. Sturridge missed the first 2012-13 UEFA Champions League group stage games against Juventus and Nordjylland and the first League Cup game against Wolverhampton Wanderers. He also missed the Premier League game against Stoke City with a hamstring injury. He scored the last Premier League goal for the club in the 4-2 win against Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane, after coming on as a late substitute and scoring from Juan Mata's cross in stoppage time to seal victory. His last goal for Chelsea was against Manchester United in the League Cup, scoring in extra time in the 5-4 win. After Roberto Di Matteo was sacked as manager and replaced by Rafa Benitez, Sturridge was never to play for the club again due to injury. Liverpool, on January 2, 2013, Sturridge completed a move from Chelsea to Liverpool, signing a long-term contract for an undisclosed fee thought to be in the region of £12 million. 2012-13 season. Sturridge made his Liverpool debut on January 6 against Mansfield Town in the FA Cup third round, scoring his first Liverpool goal after just 7 minutes in a game which Liverpool won 2-1. He scored on his league debut after coming on as a half-time substitute the following weekend, scoring in a 2-1 defeat against rivals and league leaders Manchester United at Old Trafford on January 13. Sturridge scored his 3rd goal for Liverpool in his first league start and home debut for the club, a 5-0 win against Norwich City at Anfield on January 19, meaning he had scored 3 goals in his first 3 appearances for the club, becoming the first Liverpool player since Ray Kennedy in 1974 to accomplish this feat, despite not yet playing a full game for the club. On February 3, Sturridge scored a goal from 25 yards out against former club Manchester City in a 2-2 draw at the Etihad Stadium. Sturridge continued this run of form on February 17, with an assist for teammate Jose Enrique, as well as scoring a penalty against Swansea in a 5-0 rout, having missed the prior 2 games due to a combination of ineligibility and injury. He also scored against Chelsea in a 2-2 draw at Anfield, the match of teammate Luis Suarez's biting incident which led to a 10-match ban for Suarez. Sturridge scored 2 goals and notched an assist in a 6-0 thrashing of Newcastle United on April 27 at St James Park. On May 12, he scored his first career hat-trick, in a 3-1 win against Fulham at Craven Cottage, 2013 Euro 14 season. Sturridge began the 2013 Euro 14 season by scoring the very first goal of the season, which also turned out to be the only goal in Liverpool's 1-0 win over Stoke City, with a shot from outside the box. He then followed this up with a goal against Aston Villa in another 1-0 win and a brace against Notts County in the League Cup, taking his season's tally to 4 goals in 3 games. He continued his fine form by scoring the only goal in a 1-0 win against fierce rivals and defending champions Manchester United on his 24th birthday at Anfield, and giving a man-of-the-match performance in a 3-1 win away at Sunderland by scoring and providing 2 assists for Luis Suarez. These performances earned Sturridge the season's first Premier League Player of the Month award for the month of August. On November 23, he came off the bench to score a last-minute equaliser against Everton, in a thrilling Merseyside derby that finished 3-3. Sturridge's impressive goal-scoring form continued into the new year, with Sturridge becoming the first Liverpool player in the Premier League era to score in 7 consecutive league games when he found the net at Craven Cottage against Fulham. He went on to become only the second player in Premier League history to score in 8 games in a row with a brace against Swansea City in a 4-3 win. He was then named Player of the Month for the second time in the season, due to his performances in February in which he scored 5 goals and earned 2 assists. On April 18, he was named as one of the 6 players on the shortlist for the PFA Player of the Year award. He was also nominated for the PFA Young Player of the Year award. On April 27, 2014, he was named alongside teammates Steven Gerrard and Luis Suarez in the PFA Team of the Year. Sturridge's haul of 21 league goals made him the runner-up in the season's Premier League Golden Boot, behind strike partner Suarez. International career. Youth level, Sturridge has represented England at U16, U17, U18, U19, U20 and U21 levels. He scored twice against the Netherlands for the under-18 side in 2007, netting again in the under-19 European Championships against the Netherlands. He scored the only goal for England U21 in a 1-1 draw against Greece U21 in Greece and scored his second U21 goal in the 1-0 win over Portugal. He was named in the England U21 squad for the 2011 UEFA European Under-21 Football Championship. Senior level, on November 6, 2011, Sturridge was handed his maiden England call-up by being named in the England squad for the friendlies against Spain and Sweden, after excelling for Chelsea. He was an unused substitute in a 1-0 victory against Spain, but Fabio Capello insisted that Sturridge would play against Sweden the following Tuesday and did, as he made his debut coming on as a second-half substitute for Theo Walcott. He made his second appearance against the Netherlands coming on in the first half for the injured Steven Gerrard and caused the Dutch defence problems throughout the match and earned the Man of the Match award for his efforts during the game. He scored his first senior goal for England in his 5th match on March 22, 2013, after coming on for Wayne Rooney in an 8-0 away win against San Marino in World Cup qualification. The goal meant that he has now made an appearance and scored for all levels of international football for England, from U16 to the seniors, as well as scoring for the Great Britain Olympic football team. On October 11 he scored another goal in England's qualification campaign, an injury-time penalty in a 4-1 win over Montenegro after he had been fouled by Ivan Kekajiva. London 2012 Olympics, on July 2, 2012. Sturridge was named in Stuart Pearce's 18-man squad for the Great Britain Olympic football team to compete at the London 2012 Olympics. It was however, announced on July 3, 2012 that Sturridge was undergoing tests for suspected meningitis, and was possibly going to be unable to compete in the GB 2012 team. However, he made a full recovery meaning he could take part and he scored his first goal for Great Britain in the second group match, a 3-1 victory over the UAE. In the final group match, Sturridge scored the only goal as Great Britain defeated Uruguay to finish top of their group and progress to the quarter-finals. In the quarter-final match against South Korea, Sturridge missed the 5th penalty for Great Britain. South Korea then scored theirs, knocking out Team GB. 2014 FIFA World Cup. In May 2014, Sturridge was named in England's squad for the 2014 FIFA World Cup and assigned the number 9 shirt. He scored the team's opening goal in a 3-0 friendly defeat of Peru at Wembley Stadium on May 30. On June 14, Sturridge started England's opening match of the tournament and scored the team's goal in a 2-1 defeat by Italy in Manaus. International goals: Great Britain, England's senior team. Scores and results list England's goal tally first. Style of play: former Chelsea manager Andre Villas-Boas said, "OE Daniel offers a few of the characteristics I had with Hulk when I was with him in Porto. He is an extremely quick player, and he has technique at pace." Sturridge said he preferred to play as a centre-forward rather than as a wide player. "I do still see myself as a striker, but I am doing a job for the team and I'm enjoying doing it." As Sturridge transitioned from a wider role into a striker when he joined Liverpool, Sturridge also said that he likens himself on striker Thierry Henry, who played wide for Juventus and then went to Arsenal and played as a centre-forward. Although he rarely played for Chelsea as a striker, Liverpool manager Brendan Rodgers has played Sturridge as a striker in most games. His ability to still drop between lines and pull wide and attack defences, similar to strike partner Suarez's playing style, has led to Rodgers describing him as "what I call a 9.5", alluding to how his style of play is somewhere between a classic no 9 and a no 10. Personal life: Sturridge is a Christian. After winning the Barclays Player of the Month award, Sturridge said, "I do all, through Christ who strengthens me." Sturridge is actively involved in charity work, often helping young players get involved in football. In 2012, while playing for Chelsea, he presented a cheque of $50,000 to Street League, a charity dedicated to helping disadvantaged players across Europe get into football. In summer 2013, Sturridge opened his charity foundation named after him in Portmore, Jamaica, with its aim to help youngsters there get into sport. Career statistics: Club, as of May 11, 2014. International, as of June 19, 2014. Honours: Club, Chelsea, Premier League, 2009 Euro 10, FA Cup, 2009 Euro 10, 2011 Euro 12, FA Community Shield, 2009, UEFA Champions League, 2011 Euro 12, Individual, PFA Team of the Year, 2013 Euro 14, Premier League Player of the Month, August 2013, February 2014, UEFA Euro U21 Team of the Tournament, 2011, Manchester City Young Player of the Year, 2008 Euro 09, References. External links: Official website, Liverpool FC Profile, Daniel Sturridge Career Stats at Soxabase.